Good afternoon, hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Crit racing at Harvey Haddon tonight, but I am not racing. Myself and my South Normanton Cycling Club team buddies are actually running tonight's crit. There's a gentleman who organises a series of crits, and he has a different strategy to making events happen, which involves clubs and race teams coming together. So I'm going to try and grab him in a little while and talk that through a little bit. But we've got a 3-4 men's race, which is just on now, or 3-4 mixed race, a 3-4 ladies race, and then an E1, 2, 3 men's. So 3 races, £12 a race, closed circuit racing. What more could you want? A beautiful summer's evening, absolutely brilliant. I'm pretty sure I need to be finish line judging in about 4 minutes, so I'm making my way back over there and we'll see what the crack is. Riley! Go on, Dave! I didn't even see him then. I got that Dan Smith then, aren't we, as well? Yeah. I think that Dan there, I didn't even see Dean then. Go on, Jacob. Go on, Dean! Up! Well done, Lee! Right. So you know, just leave. Rob. Come on, Dean. Johnny, you proposing to Dan Smith who's raced that well?
Yeah, they crashed on the final corner.
Did you?
Both clipped the pedal. Hey? We both clipped the pedal. Yeah, I clipped the pedal.
Oh. Fortunately, what I do is if I scuff any Wahoo stuff, I just take it to Dan's UK Bike Fit and swap it.
What do I do though?
No, I swap. Oh yeah.
Well, I'm stuck now. Who do I take it to?
Yeah, fair play. Good race?
Yeah. Bit disappointed. Finished in the second group. We were in a little group with Dean off the back. And I pulled up here, flicked Dean through, and he was just
he does that.
He just absolutely sent it.
He thinks it's a club ride.
And he bridged solo. Just shame it wasn't on his wheel. But that is good.
He doesn't understand that you can't do 800 watts.
Yeah, that's it. We're not all absolute monsters.
No. Good. We're good to get out, good to get raced on?
Yeah, it's good this circuit. It's a proper workout because it's like 2 sprints a lap and there's always a hard headwind section. So it's like a really good interval session.
Wicked.
Even if you don't get a result like me.
Yeah, it was good though. Good to see you out.
Yeah, it's good.
Well done. So I'm just with the gentleman responsible for organising the Harvey Haddon Crit Series, Tom Hutchinson. Good afternoon, Tom. Loads of people in the bike racing world will already know you, but for those that don't, what's your involvement with the cycling world?
So I organise for a club in Sheffield called the Yompont Crew. We're a group of organisers, just organising vibey stuff.
A bit differently,
a little bit chaotic at times. Try and take the piss of friends here and there, but we're organising a number of high-level events now.
So a group of people organising events this year. How many events are you organising cycling-wise?
Me personally, as named organiser 6, but I think as a group over 20. And we're also branching out into new disciplines now, so it's it's difficult to keep track of.
Awesome. So specifically the Harvey Haddon Crit Series, how does it run? What sort of structure have you put in place to make these events happen?
So the Crit Series came out of a bit of inspiration from the YBC because I didn't organise for them back then, and whilst at uni, bit of free time and no racing going on in the region at all really. So I don't have the manpower to put on a race by myself, so I thought why not get some clubs together where I organise the venue, the medics, stuff with British Cycling, which takes a bit of time, and the clubs provide the manpower.
Yeah, so essentially what it is tonight. So we're round 3 of a 5-round series. The women's 3-4 race is just ongoing now, by the way, and South Normanton Cycling Club are doing the 3rd event. And last week you had, was it you and
OVB.
OVB,
Week before was Ilkeston, and then we've got Beeston next week and Uni of Nottingham in the final round.
So riders who benefit from these events are also giving back and helping out make these events happen. As you say, you don't have the manpower to make them happen, so the only way they happen is because of that, isn't it? So,
exactly.
From a club point of view, me and my club mates have got the time and the will to come and support an evening, but what we haven't got is the knowledge and the know-how and the capacity to do the behind-the-scenes stuff. So together, thanks to you, these things actually happen. So you've got, this is like the early summer series. Are you doing one later in the year as well?
Yeah,
or?
So we've got one in the next month at Forge Valley in Sheffield. We've got a few more road races. We're looking to put a 2-3-4 road race on in the Peak District near Sheffield. And then hopefully a bit of off-road stuff towards the end of the season. What else?
Brilliant. But
next week we've got Upton 200, but entries are closed for that. It's the longest nap in the country.
Yeah, 200k, and you've got a stellar lineup, haven't you? Really?
Yeah.
Turning up. So.
Yeah, a week before nationals, it's good to see people wanting to get some longer races in, some longer rides, and I think that's contributed to the start sheet quality. So.
Perfect. Good stuff. Well, thank you very much for organising that and the other events. And
no
see you
worries.
soon.
Thanks for coming and helping.
No worries. Go on, up. So we forgot the actual bell for the last lap, so we've dug around, and the commissaires have got a couple of emergency bells in their bags, and they're not quite as big as a normal last lap bell, but we're making do. Here we go, coming to the last lap. So there's a break of 2. These have been away the whole race, and obviously they're going to two-up sprint it for the finish. 1 lap to go. The bunch is a solid half a lap behind of about 12-14 ladies, so should be all on for a sprint for third. Well done.
That's fine.
3, 2, 1.
Do it. I can't click it anyway. What? I was just going back.
3, 2, 1. Away you go, lads. Have a good one. Can't be bothered to blow the whistle.
So the E123 men's has just started. Dan Smith didn't quite fancy it. He thought about it, but he couldn't quite stump up the extra tenner for the entry. Yeah. Tom, what do you reckon? What's your predictions?
Well, you've got Nottingham's finest, Matty Dennis, up the road already. He's in for a shout. Josh Housley as well, but he's been ill recently. Other strong contenders, you got East Midlands champ Matt King, and the People's champion Toby Bartlett.
It's all to play for. 2 primes at midway points through the race, series points on offer for primes, also Haribo and also Bottles of Stella. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Top prizes here. Come on, Josh! You know he's Josh Housley's just had a bit of a crash. I'm just getting him a split to the bunch because he just shouted that's a big gap, but they have sat up actually. We're only on 16 seconds and I can't see Josh yet, so I think this is a pretty big gap. 30 seconds, they've sat up 30 seconds! Just cut across at the bottom.
Yeah, just spin that. I don't know.
This race is blown apart. There's like 3 groups. I'm giving Josh the split from the back of the last group, but he's losing time and it's so hard to shout it and try and be motivating. I don't want to lie to him, I want to give him an accurate split, but it's now over 30 seconds, but fair play to him for keep pushing. These races are so surgy.
You see, I wonder if they're for I'll take both sets.
35 is breaking up. As you can see, I mean, look, there's just attacked left, right and centre, and when they're riding like that, they're going to take time out of a solo rider. But then when they start snaking around...
And then I've got these ones that are just worn down.
He'll start gaining some time on him, so it's just, you just got to keep riding, fair play to him. So if you don't know what a preem is, it's basically an intermediate sprint, so a couple of times during the race, the first 3 riders will get league points and some Haribo and a bottle of Stella, just for the fun of it. So it gives them something else to race for other than the overall win. It also helps break the race up and it gives people something else to think about. Often, like we saw in the women's race, there was a breakaway 2 riders and they chose not to sprint for the preems. They probably just took it in turns because they had such a big gap and they're faster not attacking each other. I think we'll see a bit more of a sprinty attack from these guys, but we'll see. Preem number 2. Let's see if there's a sprint for this one. Leading group of 3 just taking the bell. Oh, chase group has got, what are we looking at now? About 10 seconds, but they're looking around. 10 seconds! I don't know if they're going to catch them. A lap is about, what's a lap, 1 minute 20?
What else?
Yeah, 2 minutes is it? Ooh, okay. Good night racing, done and dusted. Enjoy, chaps.
Yeah, brilliant.
Good fun. We've just got to go and collect in the barriers, tidy up a bit, and that's it, job done, isn't it?
Cheers.
Nice one. See you later.
It's alright.